Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 21 of Let's FIFA 14. And the first thing in this episode is that we sold on a few things on our transfer list to give us a few more coins. But apart from that, this episode is going to be based around playing some games, see if we can pick up some wins this time around. And we start off by heading into the silver class tournament, and the first thing to happen is I get kicked out of Ultimate Team. I get a loss on my record and just a terrible start to the episode in some way. But these kind of games I do not really think count towards our run for 20 wins, because there's no way of knowing how the game would turn out. But we head on into the round of 16 one more time to see if we actually can get a proper game this time around. And for our second try, we come up against a Portuguese side here in a 4-3-3 formation. And we played 4 minutes, and look at that header over my keeper and 2 of my defenders, and that header is not placed much better right into the top corner to make it 1-0 for him. But we get an equalizer, a little ball roll drag back inside the box, and we also make it 2-1 with a nice little chip over his keeper with Claudemir to give us the lead. And we continue on creating chances in this game. We play it out on the wing to Alabet, and he will get past the defender here with the stop and turn, somehow go past 2 more defenders before he tries out the shot, but it is saved. And in the end we head it into our own player and it comes to nothing. But we into the second half, Marais on the ball this time around with a few skill moves, cuts in behind the defender, tries out the shot, but it goes wide off the goal. And the final chance we get in the game is with Kelvin here out on the wing, and he will be able to go in between 2 defenders with the McGee spin, take on a third one, but the shot is not placed proper into the far corner and he will save it. So we didn't really get that outstanding skill goal, but we're able to get a win and make our way into the quarterfinals of the silver class tournament. A game where it kind of could have gone both ways. He had quite a few chances as well, but in the end I was able to win it. And instead of playing the quarterfinals, I decided to play in the MLS kickoff tournament, because I was trying to search for a game in the quarterfinals of the silver class tournament, but it was just impossible to find an opponent. So I decided to go into the MLS tournament instead, and we come up against a 4-2-2-2 squad. And once again, the EA servers were going to frustrate me a little bit. We got disconnected in our first game, and in this game, into the second half, it was just impossible to play, which you'll see on quite a few occasions. We get a chance here to find a Johnson. We try to chip the keeper, but not enough power on that one, and then it started getting really laggy in this game. Here it's a Johnson on the ball, and we try out a shot, and you see it just freezes here, and we get a shot in, but it is saved, and the lag would just continue on. It was also there in the first half, but I didn't really create any chances. But into the second half, I got some chances going, but it was just really difficult to get any proper skill chances going in this game, because it was just extremely laggy, as you can see here from the gameplay. But in the end, we'll actually pick the ball up inside the box and make a 1-0 with Thierry Henry to get the lead. And then this happens. I play a ball cross to find Castillo, and it lags. I get a terrible touch onto the ball. He'll play it through, and his first shot in the second half, it's straight on my keeper, an easy save, but it falls straight to Dempsey, who will get him a goal, his only chance in the second half, and that makes it 1-1. So we go into extra time, and we play 10 minutes, and I'll find Thierry Henry. He'll go past 2 defenders here, nice stuff, and he will make it 2-1 to give me the lead. But it didn't really work out in this game, because I tried to play it to Johnson. He picks it up. I tried to cover the through ball that would come down the right wing, but instead he plays it on the left. I tried to head it away. I missed the header, and instead he gets a goal from distance to get an equalizer. And in the 117th minute, he will pick up the ball here as well, take a shot from distance, and my keeper didn't save it, and I could not get a third goal in time. So I actually lose that game 3-2, and I was a little bit in disbelief after that game, because I really felt that I should have taken it away. He had 3 shots, 2 on target at halftime, and after that he only had 4 shots on target. 2 of them were on the first goal, and the 2 others were his 2 final goals. So he basically had 3 chances, and he converted all of them, and he won the game. So I was, of course, a little bit disappointed after that game, because I really felt I should at least gotten away with a win. I went into the penalty shootout, but nonetheless, we go into another game to try to see if we can get onto another winning streak, and we get a goal with Thierry Henry at halftime. We were sitting on most of the chances, and in the start of the second half, he decides to rage quit, and that means we get a win, and it's our 10th raid squid, so we get a free pack, and we'll pick up Fellaini in that one, and we'll list him up for around 1500 coins, and we'll eventually sell him on, list up a few other players, Hoylett there, and another gold player, send the contracts to the club, the fitness items as well, and quick sell the remaining items. And then we went on to play in the silver class tournament to try out the quarterfinals this time around. We had a few contracts to different players, and then we head on into that game, and we get matched up against another 5 at the back team here, and it was a little bit difficult to break him down, to be honest. We get a chance here in the first half, but it was into the second half we're kind of starting creating chances, because he was a very patient player, passing it around the back, trying to find space, but he made a mistake. I picked the ball up, made it 1-0, and that kind of pushed him a little bit more forward in this game to try and get an equalizer, and that meant I could find a lot more space into the second half to create some chances. Here it's Kelvin on the ball with a few skill moves, and in the end it falls to Wallison, and I had hope for a bit of a Rabona cross and a nicer finish, but in the end it was a bit of a cheap goal to make it 2-0, but still we up 2-0, and he went crazy with the slide tackles in the end. I went past his keeper twice and actually pick up a penalty there, quite lucky, but we'll take it. Claudemir steps up for that, he will convert it, make it 3-0, and we get another win. And that is how this episode is going to end off. We got a few wins in this time, won 3 games. We unfortunately lost one. It was a bit of a tricky game to play there, and unfortunately my keeper couldn't really save the shots my opponent had, but nonetheless it is going to be the end. We're sitting on 4 wins, 2 losses, and I can promise you in the next episode it's going to look somewhat better than the past few episodes where I've been struggling a little bit. But anyways guys, I hope you did enjoy the episode. I hope you did enjoy tonight's Champions League games, and that is pretty much all. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.